get nasty. No Uber out of my house, call a taxi. I'm picky with my women, I'm deciding.
This is the story of Kulas, a down and out sabongero or a cockfighting addict, and his clever wife Celine. When Kulas bets on one cock, she and the bander's servant bet on the opposite cock. So if Kulas loses, Celine wins, and vice versa. Until, well, you'll see what happens. It's Sunday morning in the couple's home. Kulas is fondling his pet rooster. Sound of cock crowing, humming on her woman.
Celine, you look nice this morning. How are you?
Fine, thanks for thinking of.
Oh, come. Celine, that's not a nice way to say it.
Well, you certainly take a lot of interest in me nowadays. Usually, you think of your fighting cock first and of me last.
Celine, you are first in my heart. I know how to appreciate a wife like you.
Really? When I see you fondling your roosters, I feel almost jealous.
I only cherish my fighting cocks for our own good.
What good are you talking about? If it is to chicken or adobo you're after, I can get a big fat hen in the market anytime. We don't have to get a rooster killed in the cockpit and lose more money. I can do the killing myself in the kitchen for nothing.
I don't expect to lose on this cock. It's a sure winner. Its scales are perfect.
You said the same thing about that unbeatable cock you bet 10 pesos on last week. Did you like the way it was cooked?
But that was an accident. Everybody was betting 2-1 that cock would win. Anyway, I'm gaining more experience all the time. I know how to make a good choice now. I assume you, Celine, if you give me 10 pesos, I'll return the money back.
I'm tired of your promises.
I'll tell you a secret. Last night, I dreamed that I was being chased by a white carabao. A white one.
What? Was it white?
White means silver. The white carabao chasing me means that money is coming to me. I can't lose this time, I assure you.
How interesting.
And don't tell my dream to anybody. If you do, it will never come true.
But you told me.
Oh well, who cares from dreams anyway? I only want some money. Do you hear me? This cock is a sure winner. It can't lose.
We have no more money.
Give me only 5 pesos and I will doubt it. My dream cannot fail.
Last month, you dreamed about a snake called in a figure 8. The cockfight was on February 8th, and you said you would surely win. Instead, you lost all the 8 pesos I gave you.
I made a wrong bet. I should have bet in the 8th match.
And your dream about the red cat? You bet on the red rooster and lost 10 pesos on him.
Well, this time I don't rely on dreams alone. I've studied the scales and ears of this cock. It's a sure winner. This time we are going to win.
2 Sundays ago, you lost a cock you claimed was a sure winner too.
Selling, please. If this cock loses, I will never go to the cockpit again. Hurry up. The fight has started. I have a bet in the next match. I lose face if I don't show up.
Well, here's 5 pesos. Don't blame me if you become better.
Don't worry. In a few minutes, this money will be out. I buy you a new dress with my winnings.
And so, Kulas got the money and left in high spirits. Xiaoning, a neighbor, drops to share the latest gossip.
What's the matter with your husband, Selling? He acted as if his feet were on fire.
Worse than that, Xiaoning, our money is on fire. Kulas is going to the cockpit again.
I thought so.
Excuse me for a moment while I call a helper Taban.
What is it, Senora?
Here is a 5 pesos, Taban. Go to the cockpit. You know what to do.
Eh?
Stupid Mangkulas. Your master is back in the galera. Quick, bet this 5 pesos. Hurry, or you will be late.
Yes po, Senora.
How is that? You are not a subongera, but you bet in the cockfights. Are you joking?
If I explain it to you, will you promise to keep it a secret?
Of course, I will keep it a secret.
Xiaoning, I bet in the cockfight so as to get our money back. We have been losing a lot of money on account of Kulas gambling. I have tried to keep him away from the cockpit, but we have only ended up quarreling every time I try. I thought of a plan to prevent further quarrels and keep us from poverty. For a month, now I have been sending Taban to the cockpit to bet opposite of Kulas.
Why bet opposite your husband?
If Kulas cock loses, I win. And if I lose, Kulas wins. In this way, we really don't lose money.
Clever you are, Selling. I wish I could outsmart my husband one too.
The game must be over. Taban will be here soon. Shonen, look, here he comes, panting for breath.
We won, Senora, we won!
Hurry, back to the kitchen lest Kulas catch you.
Kulas is here.
What now, Kulas? Did the white carabao catch you?
Stop that joke now. What rotten luck I have. Selling, my cock was winning right up to the last minute. Yes, up to the last second. The fight turned out to be a freak. What bad luck I have.
That's the trouble with gambling. Independent, nothing but luck.
I give up cockfighting. I don't want to see even the shadow of the cockpit again. I tell you, never again.
And so, Kulas promised his wife never to gamble again. Seling and Chunin started for the market and left Kulas alone. But not for long. Another sabongero, Castor, comes in and finds Kulas slumped in a chair. Castor is a glib talker.
Kulas, what's the matter? You wear a funeral parlor on your face. I bet your wife made adobo out of your pet rooster again.
I am unlucky, Castor. I've quit cocks and the cockpit for good.
So, your cock lost again?
This is the third time I'm beaten. It was like this. The moment the cocks were down, they charged each other. The fight raged fiercely. I could not see very well because the fight was going as fast as a hurricane. With the cock feather rising and flying about like smoke, all sudden I saw the other cock fall on its back. I shouted with joy, Quartana! My cock was on its feet and pecked on the other cock to give it a final blow.
Exciting.
But Castor, do you know where my cock landed? I couldn't believe it. Right down on the other cock's blade. Castor, I hate grumbling. I tell you, someday we shall be eating kamote tops. If I continue losing like this, I tell you I'll never.
Back to the cockpit anymore. What you have lost is lost forever, but if you try again, you may recover your losses.
I'll only use more selling. Is right. Grumbling is nothing but chance. My luck has been terrible.
Listen, Nicholas, I never lose in the
What
cockpit.
about the dead cock which you carry home?
You certainly know little about gambling. It's true, my cock loses, but I win.
Really? How?
Not you are. I bet on the other cock, of course.
On the other cocks. But suppose your cock wins.
You can never win. There are tricks to make one's cock lose.
Stop kidding me.
If you were not my friend, I would not reveal this secret to you.
But Castor, how can you make the rooster lose? Come on, I want to know.
Get one of your cocks. It doesn't matter which one. Then get me a
A
needle.
needle? For what?
Just observe me. See that ligament in the leg? Once you prick it with the needle, the leg will be weakened. Very simple. That cock still walks straight, but his legs is useless, and the cock can no longer hit his opponent.
Then that cock cannot win. It is surely going to lose.
What to do is to arrange a match for that cock and then bet secretly on the other side.
But Castor, isn't that cheating?
It is cheating, but then show me.
I've really lost a great deal. But this trick,
Probably lost because other gambles have cheated you.
you are right. But there's another problem. How can I get the money from selling? My wife holds the purse strings in the house.
What miserable man you are, Kulas, a slave to a rooster and then pecked by a hen. Well, get a plenty of money from your wife. My trick will do the rest. He 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 he.
And so, Castor, a veteran with all forms of gambling tricks, found Kulas an easy victim. The latter, after making promises that it would be his last visit to the cockpit and that he could recover all the money he had lost, succeeded into wheedling his wife into giving him 20 pesos. He swore to have all his other cocks killed if
We lost, Senora.
Never mind, Kulas won after all. Teban, hurry back to the kitchen before your master returns. Well, Kulas, are you back so soon? The fight isn't yet over.
This is really the end. Nothing can change my bad luck. I will never show my face in the cockpit. Why did I listen to Castor?
Kulas, didn't
I
you win?
lost. The 20 pesos is all gone. I am leaked.
Stop fooling me. Give me your winning.
Whoever gave you the idea that I won?
Teban just came from the cockpit. Teban? Teban, give me back the 20 pesos you took to the cockpit a while ago.
We lost, Senora. The money, no more.
What do you mean? If you lose, Kulas must have won. But Kulas lost.
If I lost, he won?
Teban, were you in the cockpit a while ago?
Opo.
What were you doing there?
Betting.
Where did you get that money?
From Senora Selly. She ordered me.
So you prevent me from going to the cockpit while you yourself do the betting secretly? And you go against me, eh? You make me angry.
Don't get mad, Kulas. I just bet on the other cock so that even if you lose, we won't lose anything.
I was like a fool. wasting my time and effort and folding my roosters like my children.
Teban, where's the 20 pesos? I'll turn you over to the police if you don't return it.
Don't scold him, Selling. Teban lost in the betting.
And your cock won.
Yes,
Then give me back my money.
I lost too, Selling.
You won but she lost? I don't understand.
Yes, I also bet on the other cock.
You mean you bet on your opponent?
Yes, I did some trick on my cock so that it would be become lame and it would be have no chance to win. Then I bet on the other rooster, but mo but the moment I put down my cock, the other cock turned about face and ran away. So my cock won by default, but I lost.
Good for you. You wanted to cheat, but you were cheated yourself. It's like beating your own head against the wall.
What's so funny?
Because I'm very happy, tonight I'll invite all of our neighbors to have supper with us. Aling Kikay, Shoning Yuda, and Nana, there will be a big celebration. Taban, get the fire ready and borrow a Tinanspix caldero.
How can we afford to give a celebration? You lost 20 pesos and I lost 20. 40 pesos has been lost by this house today.
I want to celebrate your last day in the cockpit.
My last day?
Be a good sport. You promise that if you lose, it will be your last game in the cockpit. Never mind. There will be a plenty of food. There's no need to buy meat because
Why?
there are still 6 cocks in the chicken coop. You swear that if you lose, I could kill all your cocks. I'll make adobo, fried chicken, and tinola. It will be a grand celebration.
Oh, my poor roosters.
Oh, my poor, poor husband.
He he he, my clever wife.
And so on after their heavy losses and the killing of his favorite roosters, Colas became a more devoted husband, and the couple lived honestly and peacefully ever after.